Hey boos, hey, welcome back to your girl's channel. For today's video, y'all know how the movies be having a bunch of twists and turns and unexpected things? Y'all, this one of them movies, okay? This woman is telling the story about her sister, and it got some twists and some turns to where we're gonna be like, what the hell? What the hey? But I don't even know the full story myself yet. So let's get into it.
On this day 2 years ago, my sister went missing, and in the midst of us looking for her, I found some of the darkest things about her. February 5th is my sister's birthday, today, and it was her 21st birthday when this happened. Today she turned 23, I believe, and when I went to go take her out to dinner, get her hair done, just have a good birthday for her 21st birthday as a big sister should, right? On this day, my sister wasn't answering her phone. She wasn't talking to nobody. She just was like in one of those zones where it's the world type. So as I'm concerned, I pull up to my mom's house where she's staying, and she basically was crying as soon as I got there. Like, Dad, and me and my big sister do these. My heart is like, what's wrong? What's wrong? What happened? Like that type of time. And she didn't really want to say anything to my mom. So I'm like, what is wrong? So I took her to my car. So I'm like, what are you, pregnant? Like, I'm thinking all this stuff. She's like, like she's crying. She just like not saying words though. So she's like, So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, all right, do I need to take you to the doctors? Like, what's going on? So she's like, no, I don't need to go to the doctors. I'm bleeding. I'm like, so you bleeding down there? So she had panties in her hands, balled up panties in her hands. I'm like, did you have a miscarriage? Like, do I need to take you to the hospital? So she's like, no. So now I'm concerned. Mind you, she got panties in this hand and sage in this hand. Why do you have sage? I don't know. She was going through a frantic. My sister got fried. So she was fried out her mind. You know how you get lost in your thoughts when you fried out your mind? That was her that day. Like, she was going zooted. I'm going to insert a picture of how she looked in my big seat. So I gave my big sister speech, tell her everything gonna be cool, whatever you're going through, pray about it, that type of time, because I'm a child of God, so I think God fixed all problems, and that's just what it is. So then she says she's not pregnant. So I'm like, so what? Why are you bleeding? I'm confused. Now, my sister is very secretive. Like, nobody knows anything about this girl. She lives her life in a secret, okay? And it's a reason why. So after I had my speech with her, I'm like, all right, just go in the house, get washed up, and come back. We're going to go to the Dominicans, get your hair blow dry, and we're going to go out to dinner tonight, right? So I was go past. I called my mom, like, is Lee ready? She like, Lee ain't here. So she left. So that night she left her phone. She went missing. Nobody knew where she went, right? You know, everybody know my sister has mental ill problems. Like, she needs to get 302. She needs her medication, like that. But nobody in the family really take it serious, how they should.
That's what's wrong with black families. Yo, we got to start taking mental health and bipolarness and schizophrenia. Did we call those disabilities? I don't know. All those things, y'all, we really got to start taking serious. And therapy. Get therapy too. Therapy. We all human. We all need help. We have all been through some type of trauma in our lives. Take this stuff more serious. Get your people help.
So I'm like, well, she said she was bleeding, so let's check the hospitals. So I'm calling the hospitals. They don't give you no information about nobody. So that was pointless. So I go to the hospital, see if I see her in like a waiting room, because in Philadelphia hospital, you're not getting seen right away. So you might be in somebody's waiting area. She wasn't in the hospitals. So we riding around looking all over for her. Don't nobody know where she at. So that proceeds me to go through her phone. So as a big sister said, I'm going through her phone by myself.
It's her birthday and she left without her phone. Girl, what happened? Where the hell are you? What are you doing?
I'm going through her phone by myself. My mom not around. I'm going through her phone, and I'm like, all right, let me see the last people she was in contact with. Maybe I could call them and see if they spoke to her. So it was this one guy she was in contact with. He was like, oh, no, I haven't seen her in a couple days. Why, what's wrong? Mind you, my sister's 21 at this time. This man is like 30-something. So I'm thinking, like, maybe he got her, he kidnapped her or something. Like, I'm just, all this bad is going through my head, right? Alright, it's getting late now, so nobody heard from her or whatever. We waited around, rode around, looking for her, nothing. We went to like her closest friends. She really don't even have any, so it was nobody, nowhere to look, to be honest. So the next day rolled by. I'm like, Mom, did Lee ever come home? No, she never came home. So now we putting out a police missing person report, right? We did that, but because it wasn't 24 hours, really, it's like, all right, we gotta wait a couple more hours, and then the police will go out and look for her, whatever the case may be. Cool. So then I'm on my detective type. I'm all looking at her room, looking for clues, just looking all over the room, right? Her room smells like piss. Like she been depressed in her room, pissing in the cup. Like her clothes is packed up like she finna run away. She got all her notebooks laid out on the bed. Her notebooks had secrets in there. It had all her passwords in there. So I'm like, yo, maybe she really went missing. So like, we really scared at this point, right? So remember I told y'all she got mental issues. So we start calling like the mental hospitals to see like if she checked herself in or whatever like that. So she didn't check herself inside the mental hospitals, but then my mom found out that she was at Einstein Hospital. So what I do as a big sister, I go to Einstein Hospital. So they couldn't really give me no information. I didn't see her in the waiting room. So I'm like, maybe she admitted. So I just waited a couple hours to see like maybe she get discharged. Maybe she'll like come around. No. So someone told me just to like start going through her phone. Like, parents, check your kids' phones, and I mean that. So because the hospital didn't give me no information, I'm just going through her phone trying to like get clues where she could possibly be or whatever, right? So I went down a rabbit hole I should have never went down, but God was revealing it to me. Everybody familiar with Telegram chats? Yeah, she was in one of them. But it ain't no scam and it ain't no tricks or no pics or no none of that in that. What the was in there, you'll never ever want to see.
I do want to see though. Like, is she crazy? Y'all better tell her. She must not know that as Jeezy's. We want to see it all. We want to know it all. Okay. Now we don't want to be in the midst of it. You know, we don't want to be in the middle of it. We want to be in the far watching. You know what I'm saying? We watch from the far when we still safe and cool. But we definitely want to know what the hell you found. So go on and tell us.
Okay, this is part 2 of how my sister went missing and ended up doing 40 years. Okay, so let's rewind. So I'm going through her phone. I'm in a Telegram chat, and it's some deep, dark. Okay. Now let's go back before I even get into it. Let's go back. January 26th is my man's birthday. Remember, this was all happening February 6th. So January 26th is my man's birthday. I asked her to babysit my daughter. Now, this is a fresh year. We don't really get out. I try to do something nice for my man. We don't really get no babysitters because the village ain't villaging over here, okay? But who was willing to watch my baby? My sister, who I loved and trust with all my heart, right? Who I never would think would do some crazy, not to me, right? Now let's go back to what's in the messages. I told y'all she babysitting my kid, right? So I'm scrolling at her messages. I'm looking like, what the fuck am I watching? Child P? Oh, hell no. But my curiosity got the best of me, and I'm just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. I should have stopped, but something just like, she's replying. Keep scrolling to see what this is talking about. Y'all, she's saying some foul ass shit in the messages. So I read a message that say, she got cameras, so I'm gonna have to take her upstairs. Take who upstairs? So that just makes me go look. Oh, what the fuck is you talking about? So I go back to the day, January 26th, where she watched my child. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna take her upstairs or in the bathroom. I'm gonna do her dirty. I'm gonna send her to you. I got a niece and a nephew. We gonna make them do it while we do it with each other, and then we gonna switch them all and all this stuff. Man,
I know you, Mama, I know you don't like me cussing. I'm sorry. And I know you watching. But I know you flipping lying. Oh, I know you flipping lying. Not my baby. Not nobody, baby. But not my baby. Y'all, I need therapy myself. I need the woosah. I need it all because when it comes to these kids, mind you, I never even wanted kids, okay? I didn't care to have no kids, okay? But now that I got them mother suckers, I will go to hell and back. You gonna have to know me to get to them. I'll tell you that much. Cause girl, is your sister still alive? How's she still alive?
All I could do was drop to my knees and scream. So I'm just telling me keep scrolling up though. Like the guy was like, you gotta keep going, girl. You gotta keep going. And I kept going. Until there was videos that was unsent. Like she sent videos and he's like, oh my God, do something. Like it's some, I don't even remember everything that he said. But it just got me down on my knees crying. Like I literally was crying. Like I was stuck. All I could do was just scream. Literally. First thing I do, my man is concerned. What's going on? What's going on? I tell him what's up.
I need to know how old her babies are. It don't matter, but I need to know. I want to know. How old are your babies? Were they old enough to tell you? Didn't tell you by choice? Are they too young to talk about it? Girl, how old is your babies? Cause oh my God, bink, 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 at 40 years, she gonna be half DAD messing with me before she get in her cell. Oh my God. Oh my God, I am triggered. I should have gave y'all a trigger warning. Child, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I just, read what was on the first part and knew it was gonna be some tricks and some turns and some weird stuff, but I'm sorry, y'all. Trigger freaking warning. Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
I tell him what's up. He called 911 immediately. That's the right thing to do. Call 911. If you don't understand what I'm saying, call 911. I don't care who it is. Now, I live in Philadelphia, so 911 they ain't coming right away. We waited hours and hours. I called my mom. Your daughter's a pedophile! Now, me and my mom, we ain't on the best of terms. I ain't talked to my mom in years. I don't speak to her, none of that. But my mama came to my house in less than 5 minutes. By the time I got there, I just handed her the phone. I didn't have no words. Like, I was, like, zoned out. Like, I was so stuck. They're like, Todd. I could just... All I did was just, like, sit there like this. My mom's hugging me. I didn't feel a hug from my mom in so long. She's just like, I'm so sorry. And I'm just stuck, y'all. Like, I'm just zoned out. Like, everything is so much going through my head. Like, I couldn't even hear people. Like, I stopped. It's at a point where I silenced everything around me. So we waited for the cops to come. Mind you, this happened at like 5 o'clock. The cops ain't come till like 9 o'clock. But right before they came, I was just done being in my thoughts. I grabbed put it on my side, got in my car, put that joint on my chair, and I was just about to drive to my mama's house. And I just was going off her. Can't say it. But that's what was going through my head. But soon as I turned out of my garage, guess who pulls out? The cops. Oh, the Lord was the cops that day because they saved me and they saved her. I'm telling you. Me and my big dad, I got 2 phones at this time. So I'm showing them all the stuff that I screen recorded off her phone. I mean, that I'm videotaped off of the phone that she had. I just was like, I couldn't explain what the she done. I just had to show them for myself. Like, this is what she did. They like, come down. We take this very serious. Come down to the police station. So I had to go down to DHS. And I'm telling you, they had me sitting there for hours. I'm like, are y'all going to get her? She's going to get away. She's a runaway. She's going to get away. Are you going to go get her or what? Because if it was up to me, she wasn't making it back. They're like, yeah, we just got to get some evidence. We just got to get a little bit more before we just pick her up and grab her. Now, so they asked me all these questions. Somebody showed them the phone. They got to leak the messages because Telegram chat is not something that you could just, that the cops can just pull messages from. They got to have warrants and all this type stuff. So this was a long case. Like, so I waited there hours. I'm sleepy. I'm zoned out my mind, y'all. I'm telling y'all, my mind's not there. So they just got me sitting in this cold ass DHS office, and I'm just zoned out.
I really hate how long it takes for when it comes to kids and stuff like this. I hate how long the process takes. I don't want to say that they don't take it serious, but they're not taking it serious fast enough for me. I feel like they don't. All this evidence, all this stuff that y'all need, go get her ass. Y'all know in reality that y'all accuse us of being guilty before proven innocent any way. So go get her and then worry about all your evidence. Is where I'm at with it, because I'm with the sister. Anybody got time for this?
Zoned out. Like, I don't know what the fuck to do at this point. Like, I want revenge. That's like, my heart is boiling because I want revenge, but I'm zoned out because how could somebody that I trusted and loved, that I was literally about to take out the day before to celebrate their 21st birthday, do this to me and mine? How could you? I felt betrayed. I felt like I was in a movie or some shit, y'all. So the cops finally realized where the fuck she was at. She checked herself into a mental facility where the fuck she belonged. Because, bitch, you out your motherfucking rabbit ass minds to do something to mine. But they couldn't arrest her just yet, so they said. They had to wait until the warrant. They had to wait till all this. So she's just inside of a mental facility. The cops don't want us to tell her that we know what she did because they don't want her to try to run away from the facility or stuff like that. So she's just in there thinking like she get 302. She's like calling family members saying that she need this and she need this from the house, and family already know that. So nobody's really like catering to her needs. Like, no, to the family at this point, right? TikTok, she SA'd my daughter, my 1-year-old daughter. So eventually they scoop her up and they take her downtown because that's where the feds is at. They take her downtown. She's just sitting there. So one day I get a call like, I'm sorry for what I done. This is blank. I'm sorry for what I done. No crying, no tears, no, like she didn't have no feelings about it. Like she wasn't really sorry. Like it's like she ain't sorry. She's saying that because the social worker right there, but she ain't sorry. That's how I realized she was very, very sick in the head. Because how could you do such thing and then have the ability to call my phone just to say your blank ass, I'm sorry? What the I'm going to do with I'm sorry? What's done is done. How are you attracted to a 1-year-old? I don't understand. She was 20 years old at the time. Literally. So she sat for 2 years, and finally, the day I was coming back from my vacation, FBI texted me, yeah, your sister was sentenced 40 years in prison. And when she's going to get out when she's 60-something years old. And although I feel guilty because, like, I really the one who got you 40 years, but you really got yourself 40 years. So I don't feel that bad about it because you're a sick individual and you're right where the fuck you belong. Because some people and their families, they let this go on for decades and decades. But some told me to start my chest, I'm the chosen one. And I'm breaking generational curses within the family. And that's on, period. So thanks y'all for listening. I know the story might be all over the place, but thanks for listening.
Like she say, you're the chosen one. Be the chosen one. Be the one that breaks that generational curse. Be the one who says, hell nah, we not finna let this fly no more. And if they don't like it, F them. F them all. But when it come to my kid, girl, don't feel an ounce of guilt. I wouldn't feel nothing if one of my sisters or brothers, uncles, anybody. Okay, I ain't finna mention my mama because my mama would never. She better not ever, because she'd get a pow right to her gut too if she ever thought my mama would never. So I'm not even finna have this conversation. But if anybody ever violate my children like that, Call the police, y'all. I can't say what I would do because I don't know what I would do. I know that I still have to be here for other kids. So no, I wouldn't want to go to jail with this woman by pow-powing her. But I don't know what would keep me from it. It would have to be the police itself to keep me from it because, oh my God, I would be out for revenge. And I hope she is rotting in that cell. I hope y'all not sending her 2 red pennies to get a pack of noodles in that bad boy. I hope she's eating the slop of the sloppiest slops. I hope all of her food is mushed together and looks like throw up. And she has to eat that every single day. And I hope that's all she receives. I hope she's in there freezing right now. Protect your kids. And when it comes to sleepovers, I got to have a talk with my mama about this whole sleepover situation. When it comes to sleepovers, I don't trust them, y'all. I don't trust them. And if there are kids, if there's going to be other kids around that you don't know really sleeping over, snatch a kid. Don't let them stay. Don't let them stay. But if if you think you know, you never really know. But if you think you know the family, whatever, do your thing. I'm not going to tell nobody how to raise their kids. I personally am afraid of sleepovers, even when it comes to my mama's house now, because these kids are weird. These people are losing their minds. Okay, I don't understand. A 1-year-old, ain't no way you touched my 1-year-old. 1 years old. What could you possibly be attracted to? They're just adorable and cute and mushy and just slobbery. Like, what is there to be attracted to? I just named a bunch of cute, adorable things, and some people are weird enough to be attracted to that. Lord help them. All we can do is pray for people like this. Put their ass in a facility and lock their ass up after pow-powing their ass to death. Literally, that's all we can do at this point, okay? I don't have nothing nice to say. I don't have nothing meaningful to say because I'm low-key angry, if I'm being honest. I'm very, very riled up inside. Your girl need to eat something because I don't know if I'm hangry or if I just want to go find her sister and knock the rest of the snot out of her ugly ass face. Child, I'm irritated. You can't trust nobody to watch your kids. At this point, them kids finna be with me on day nights. I don't know. You just ain't gonna be able to live your best life until them kids is old enough to stay at home on their own. Cause I will be. And I ask my children daily. Ask your children once a week. Has anything weird happened to them? Has their teacher said or done anything weird? Has any other children, have their uncles, aunties, anybody ever done anything weird? Touched them in a place that makes them uncomfortable? I say flat out. Has anybody touched your gina? Has anybody touched your pee-pee? Flat out. And they look me in my eyes and they tell me, no, Mom, no. And I know when my kids are lying. One of them anyways. I know when they lying and when they tell the truth. So, y'all, watch your children. Watch your children and stop just trusting any and everybody. Like, seriously, I got to have a talk with my mama so she don't be offended when I tell her no. If all these other kids are staying, my kids can't. I need her to understand that it's nothing personal, but no, I am in protection mode. And things that happen to me and my sisters as children will not carry on with my generation of children. I won't have it. My kids gonna have to call me what they want, and they'll thank me later. Okay? And my grandbabies ain't allowed to go be doing sleepovers and none of that. Bring them to grandmama. I got my grandbabies all year round. Don't trip. They ain't finna be out in weird places, though. Protect your kids, okay? I'm rambling. This is what I got on it. If you like the video, please like the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget how much I love y'all and appreciate y'all. I thank you for the likes, the shares, the subscribes, how y'all are helping me grow this channel. Thank you. I love you to death, and I hope to catch you in the next one.